How's it going, everybody? My name is Bobby from G-Size, and I am here with the boys. Well, almost all the boys. We got Colin.
What up, man?
And we got Greg.
Yo.
There he is. So today, we're going to watch the new Godzilla vs. King Kong trailer that just dropped today. Comes out March 26th. You guys have any pre-game thoughts?
I'm excited. I'm ready to dive in and see what Adam Wingard's vision of Godzilla vs. Kong's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
I'm amped.
Excited. That's all I am right now. I'm just excited.
Just want to see it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, get into it.
This is our only chance. We have
Oh,
to take it.
dude.
We need Kong. The world needs him to stop what's coming. And this child, she's the only one he'll communicate with.
I knew that they had a bond. She had nowhere to go, so I made a promise to protect her. And I think that in some way, Kong did the same.
Oh fuck.
It's Godzilla.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
These are dangerous times.
Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
The myths are real. There was a war. And they're the last ones standing.
I keep reaching for greatness because I'm built from it. Who bows to who? Nobody gonna stop me.
oh my
Kong
god.
bows to no one.
Jesus.
Oh my god. What did I just watch?
You watched
Holy
the most epic
shit.
trailer
That was
of
dope.
the year.
This is fucking awesome.
Oh my god. It's interesting to see the dynamic of Godzilla's character change. You know, at the end of King of the Monsters, he was like the hero, and now, you know, they kind of hint at it that he's gonna turn and start just killing stuff.
Being the bad
I like
guy.
that. I like that.
I'm curious. I'm curious about this whole affiliation King Kong has with the little girl. What that's all about? Because you know, it was always Ann Darrow. You know, it was a grown
Yeah.
woman.
hmm
You know.
Also with King Kong, with like Ann Darrow and everything like that, you know, it was always his greatest strength and his crutch at the same time. How is Godzilla going to use her against Kong? That's what I want to know.
Right.
Because that's probably going to be some sort of plot point in there, and I want to see where the other monsters are going to fit in too. So apparently,
Yeah.
there's two other kaiju that we saw briefly.
Was that like maybe the beginning of the movie when they were like, if I don't know, maybe I don't know how the beginning of this movie starts. Like, if they pulling Kong from Skull Island or whatever.
That seems to be what's happening for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
But
There we go.
also pulling Kong from Skull Island and then having him like chained down on the ship. I like how there's that callback to the original 1962
Yeah,
Spider
exactly.
transporting him. That I think that
I-
is that is an awesome kind of callback.
Ju- Just
That
to add, Colin, just to add to that, I feel like I saw so many homages here. I like the Shin Godzilla tail, like when the tail's erupting out of the water.
Mhm.
That felt very like Shin Godzilla, and same with like you had like the GoPro shot from Godzilla's back. Like that was sick. Like
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I'm most of my favorite movies in the Godzilla franchise. I always like when Godzilla's painted as the villain. Um, he's that force of nature that is a force to really be reckoned with, to kind of be that balance in the ecosystem. When humanity messes up, Godzilla's there to kind of set everything right, which was already kind of stated in the MonsterVerse that he's there to restore balance, and that was going harping back to the 2014 film. So
right.
what shifted, causing Godzilla to become that antagonist?
Well, I heard an interesting theory. They stated it in the trailer that there was a war apparently between the Kongs and the Godzilla species.
Right.
Um, so there might be maybe like Kong killed like Godzilla's child, baby, basically, and like that's how he acquired the axe with the freaking back
With the
plate.
dorsal, yeah, the
With
dorsal plate.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's not from this Godzilla. It's just from like another Godzilla that's been taken out. Maybe even not by this Kong, but like another Kong. It almost seems
That
like Kong's going on a hero's journey in this. Like he's like discovering things about like his species, like you saw like the red mark, like the red hand, like he's like having his own kind of like exploration of himself and what it means, like what he
so
is.
Yeah. It's
uh,
interesting because like from my understanding, I mean, I haven't seen the original Kong vs Godzilla in I don't know how long,
Oh
and I
yeah,
haven't seen any of the newer Godzilla movies. But it's just interesting that they paint Kong with such a personality.
he's very human. Like
Yeah, like you
I
don't.
mean,
He's not so much like just a wild animal. How how he appears. Like he's
I
got
definitely
some cognition. You know.
I wanted to point out how kind of like scared he looks in the beginning before Godzilla shows up. He's kind of like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Like
he has no idea. Like
yeah,
he hasn't, you know, had any contact with Godzilla as that we know of. Like
Mm,
going back to the whole like his kin battling, Godzilla's species. He could have just heard like stories and stuff like that, like, and not
right,
encounter,
like
the
seeing
Titanic
seeing
Godzilla. Yeah.
seen Kong paintings of the wars and stuff. But yeah, also kind of explains why on the Monarch website, Godzilla was like circling Skull Island for a little bit because like maybe now that he's like established himself as king of the monsters, he can kind of like pursue this like revenge, I guess,
right.
basically.
Yeah.
Eliminate
All
all
You know?
all
threats.
all things lead to Skull Island.
And yeah,
That's the main thing
Yeah.
here.
but I feel like there was like some other things that they kind of hid in the trailer, like in the legendary, in like just the opening credits when you see like the legendary and the Warner Brothers, there was just like some weird stuff going on there with the CG. Like, yeah, like this very like this rainbow spectral effect going on. Like, well, like what is that?
What?
I'm
Yeah.
very curious as to what that's kind of alluding to. Look at this city right here. Like, look how neon that city is.
That he was in. But
Well,
yeah, like
casting
all
wise
the
was great.
neon. That's a great shot right there.
Is that supposed to be Hong Kong?
I think it's actually Cyberpunk 2077.
Night
Is that
City.
Night City?
Did you see the legendary logo behind Millie Bobby Brown there in neon? Right there, boom.
That right there.
Little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Crazy.
Yeah, so like it's like Kong's going on this like self-exploration, and here he finds the axe. Like it's like it's something he finds.
Yeah.
It's not like he did it, but obviously there's like it's like the battle of I don't know, dude. it's very I don't it's hard to pin the dynamic for sure. And look,
Because in Skull Island there's the battle that his kind had to go with the skull crawlers. Like
right.
the skull crawlers basically wiped out his entire you know the other Kongs, and he's the last remaining.
Maybe there's more to it than that though. Like maybe they're gonna kind of like retcon slash extrapolate that and be like the Godzilla race were the king of the monsters, and they sent because you were asking about all those other monsters. Like maybe they sent the
The
skull
skull crawlers,
crawlers at like, and that was just part of the battle basically between the
yeah,
Kongs and the
yeah.
greater threat, which
But
was the
but
Godzilla species.
but also the Godzilla species was also had another subspecies that like wiped them out too. Remember the Mudo from 2014? Their species essentially wiped out the Titanus Gojira species, and
True.
Godzilla was the only one left.
Hmm.
So there's like a parallel between them. So they're almost both like the last of their kind in a way.
They're
That's what I
definitely
imagined too.
their fates are definitely entwined somehow, and it's just kind of how that is yet to be seen. And
Mhm.
honestly, I'm excited to find out. But damn, I really liked what I saw.
Me too.
Worth the
CG
wait.
looked great. The fucking the hair simulation on Kong looks really good.
Yeah,
Look at
no,
that.
there you
It
go.
looks
Yeah, no, I
amazing.
know, I know,
Yeah,
I know. The
it's
lighting
it's
and everything.
it's so crazy to go back and watch 2014 to Skull Island to King of the Monsters to see how the CG has
As yeah,
progressively gotten better, and then this stuff is just it's like
What is that little?
photorealistic.
What's
this
that
thing.
little
Yeah, what the
rocket
hell?
drone?
I don't.
Yeah,
It's like it was like just coming towards him too. Oh, there was more. Oh, there was more right there. Wait.
they're definitely like Monarch drones.
They
Like,
are Monarch drones. I remember with the Playmates toy releases, there was like some of like the little vehicles that came with it. It was basically like the vehicles that Monarch created to go into the Hollow Earth. So that's definitely underground. That
Yeah,
whole scene is probably underground.
I believe it, and
So
that's where he gets the axe.
yeah, yeah, it's probably in like the base, like under Skull
yeah,
Island,
Oh
in
like
wait,
I
in the Hollow Earth.
you were saying the axe is like the like blade part is a dorsal fin of Godzilla's.
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
and I love how you see it like charged up at the end. Like
yeah,
that's just sick. But what I'm thinking is like the Kong and his species were the true keepers of nature's balance or whatever. Like they were the ones meant to maintain balance, in the ecosystem. And like they have some kind of base under Skull Island connected to the Hollow Earth. And like there's obviously something to do with this like bioenergy that we're seeing, that might be like an existential threat to everything that the Kongs were kind of
guarding in a way.
guarding. And not saying that Godzilla is like going to try to like essentially blow the earth up, but like I don't know. I think there's like a more of a mystery here, like a cool kind of
Yeah.
um
yeah.
To
journey to the
piggy,
center of the earth mystery
yeah.
going on.
To piggyback on that, Craig, is it that Kong species are the ones trying to restore balance, or is Kong species trying to protect humanity itself from
Yeah,
destruction
no.
from Godzilla trying to maintain balance?
I think it's probably like they, the way Monarch perceives Godzilla is actually how Kong and his race are. Like it's been like a misinterpretation because I guess Kong has kept himself so well hidden.
Along with the
Um,
people he protects, though.
right. And maybe there was more Kongs like globally, and they got like maybe this was like the last refuge for like ancient humanity and the
Mhm.
fucking Kongs, and
Yeah,
like
untouched
yeah.
due to that
Damn.
whole storm system that surrounds Skull Island, protecting it from the rest of the world.
That is crazy. That's a crazy theory.
Yeah. So to wrap this up, Kong or Godzilla? Colin.
Oh,
I'm Goji all the way.
Team
All the way.
Goji.
Team Goji.
All right.
What do you think, Greg?
Greg's
Dude,
gonna go Kong.
After this trailer, man, I have to go Team Kong. Like, I
We're
need
gonna
to
order
know
this
more.
shirt.
So, it's funny you say that because I was gonna go Team Kong too because I just like. So this is what I was gonna tell you before call when we were chatting. But my view is that I like how Kong is more of a melee based like fighter, you know. And lo and behold, he gets an actual melee weapon in this movie, which I didn't see that coming. I didn't know nothing about that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
Whoever-
the atomic breath, Godzilla's atomic breath is fucking badass. But I don't know, there's something great about just beating the shit out of him out of something else.
Whoever thought up that axe, it needs like
He needs a raise.
they
And an
need a
award.
huge raise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess that wraps it up for this one.
Yeah. It was a pleasure, boys.
It
I'm
was.
really glad we
It
did
was. And
All
if,
right, now
and I'd be up for another video if they come out with another trailer, just a short one, you know.
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
down.
Just
That trailer was worth all the hype. There was definitely enough meat there to get us to March. So
I agree.
dude, again, guys, it was a pleasure. This
Always,
was so fun.
always. And for all you
Alright.
folks out there, if you like what
Hold
you
on.
saw, don't forget to smash the shit out of the like button, subscribe, and get the bell on. Thanks a lot, you guys. Duds out. It's fucking awesome.